Hello, welcome back to my course, Worldview Studies. So let me share this PPT. This is always the first page, and this is a UNESCO UNITWIN online course supported by Handong Global University and the Ministry of Education, South Korea. So let me move on. And today we are going to talk about New Age. Well, what is New Age? Let me give you a brief introduction. New Age is a worldview that sees human beings as the center of the universe and the ultimate standard for deciding truth and value. So it's very much human-centered worldview. Second, it is a humanistic worldview that sees all existence and the meaning of life are in human beings. The American Humanist Association defined humanism as a progressive philosophy of life that without theism or other supernatural beliefs affirms our ability and responsibility to lead ethical lives of personal fulfillment that aspire to the greater good. End of quote. So let me talk about the background of this New Age movement. New Age is rooted in ancient Hinduism and Buddhism worldviews, especially Hinduism's pantheism and Buddhism's meditation are used, and evolution and pantheism from the West have also affected New Age. New Age became very popular among modern people who are interested in well-being and as a worldview that opens a new and mysterious world. And this can be seen as a reaction to theism, naturalism, materialism, atheism, and Marxism that stressed human reason and science too much and neglected the mental and spiritual aspects. So Hinduism or pantheism claimed Atman as Brahman, but had the emphasis on the latter, Brahman. However, New Age claims the same thing but focuses on the Atman. Furthermore, New Age worldview's ultimate goal is to reach cosmic consciousness, and to do this, supernatural experiences are very important. In order to achieve this state, individuals need to achieve enlightenment through meditation. And this can be the Buddhistic aspects of New Age. Then how about contemporary New Age? Well, even now, advocates of New Age are very active. For instance, the representative city of New Age can be Sedona, Arizona in the United States. If you visit this city, you can find that there are many New Age centers that spread this worldview. If you visit this city, you can find that all the rocks and the mountains are red which looks very mysterious. So the atmosphere fits very well with the New Age perspective. Also, many New Age films are being produced, and TV talk show hosts like Oprah Winfrey are advocates of New Age, and we can see New Age in many magazines as well. According to Forbes magazine, the market size for New Age in the United States is $3.4 billion, and books about New Age sells for about $1 billion each year. And in the field of education, meditation is very trendy, and some schools made Earth Day, and even they pray to Earth on this day. So, in many ways, New Age has affected the overall culture of America greatly. And New Age musicians like George Winston also are influential in increasing the influence of this worldview. Meditation music and healing music are very popular and are spreading widely in Korea as well. Then what are the contents of New Age? Number one, on what a really true and greatest existence, New Age says the self. Hinduism claims Atman is Brahman, but focuses more than Brahman. New Age focuses on Atman. This focus of the individual self can be the influence of naturalism and existentialism. And New Age claims Brahman is the cosmic energy and that this is divine. Also, this energy is non-personal and is a kind of process. However, it's very hard to define what the self is. Each New Age thinker has a different explanation for it, but the common claim is that it is the center of the universe. So everything exists for the self, and the universe is controlled by the self from within. For instance, John really said, all and everything that one can imagine exists. And Ken Wilber is convinced that he and the universe are equal. Number two, the external world, the world that is around us, is also, according to New Age worldview, spiritual, and this one is God. This kind of worldview is unlike the previous worldviews that saw the essence of the world as material. By claiming everything is spiritual, absolutizes the spiritual aspect of reality. Therefore, this can be called non-naturalism or non-materialism. And this worldview stresses the spiritual and mental aspects. Furthermore, the Earth is seen as a living organism, and this is called the Gaia hypothesis. And the world is not a closed system, but a reopened system and there is ordinary space that can be reached by normal consciousness, but also an invisible world that can be reached through a new state of consciousness. Naturalism, materialism, and Marxism stress the visible world, but New Age claims that the invisible and spiritual world is much more important. Therefore, transcendental meditation, yoga, drugs, trance, acupuncture, and particular music are emphasized. Number 3, on what human beings are, New Age claims that the human beings are not potential gods, but they are already gods. The center of the universe, Brahman, and the center of human being, Atman, are one, and the universe is united in the self, they say. So the followers of the New Age do yoga or meditation to ultimately recognize this fact and achieve true self-realization. Therefore, prayer is said to oneself claims japa. And later on, there is no need for prayer, but only meditation, says Deepak Chopra, one famous New Age thinker. What's more is that New Age worldview searches the image of God in biblical worldview, not in human, but in the universe itself. For instance, the former Vice President of the United States, Al Gore, claimed that the image of God can be found in every corner of cosmos. So in this sense, New Age can be called cosmic humanism. And Huxley claimed all human groups as a society of island universes. Each self is an island that floats in the sea called universe. I mentioned number 4 on death. New Age stresses that death is not the end, and when the cosmic consciousness is reached, the fear of death would disappear. Human beings transcend the body and on death would be born in another form of life. The human being's cosmic consciousness is beyond the present physical phenomenon, but is the creator of everything. So there is no reason to fear death if this fact is known. On this matter, there is a book written by Raymond J. Moody Jr. Number 5. The basis for human beings to have knowledge. Naturalism stresses reason and the scientific method. On the other hand, New Age claims intuition, emotion are more important. The rational thought of human being is limited, but the sense and emotion are infinite. So it is given more importance. Therefore, instead of the external and objective world, The internal and subjective intuition is focused on. Neil Donald Walsh said that we have to come out of our intellect and go back to our senses because our thoughts are merely thoughts, but our emotion is really true. Shirley MacLaine, former famous actress in America, also said that we have to learn to trust our own emotion instead of strictly intellectual perspective on various issues of life. And since emotion is unlimited, whereas intellect is limited, we need to trust our heart. So the important experience is the cosmic consciousness where space, time, and morality all disappears. The ordinary universe is seen through ordinary consciousness, waking consciousness, or intuitive thinking. On the other hand, the new consciousness is the universe consciousness, where the self is at one with the universe. Number 6. The morality of New Age is relative. Human being creates not only one's reality, but also one's own morality. Furthermore, at the higher levels of consciousness, the differentiation between the good and evil disappear according to the New Age. Deepak Chopra says, for instance, that God is the unity of the nature of good and evil, and that evil does not exist anymore. Walsh says such dangerous claims that in cosmos there is not such things as right or wrong, because things just exist. So Adolf Hitler did not do wrong things, but he just did what he did. As such, I decide, like the absolute being, what is right and wrong according to the New Age. So the guilty feeling when one breaks a certain law is totally denied. For instance, a New Age thinker, Louis Say, claimed that traditional religions make people feel guilty and control them, which we once needed, but now we have evolved from them. So the New Age movement claims relative ethical belief. In other words, they deny final judgment as well. Furthermore, hell is denied too. As Walsh quoted previously, he further claimed that Adolf Hitler went to heaven because there is no hell. What he has done on earth is because of his not being evolved enough and a mistake, so he cannot be eternally punished. So he will have the chance to change and advance, and that people will eventually leave the grasp of this world like a butterfly coming out of its cocoon. New Age thinkers therefore claim that one can judge one's own actions, but we cannot judge another person's behavior to be right or wrong, and one should not judge another person. Therefore, they obviously deny Christianity's Ten Commandments, for instance, and other external authority that commands people. Instead, they claim that one should make one's own standards. Number 7. On human history, New Age claims a circular viewpoint of time and history. New Age is rooted in Hinduism, which has been reformed by Buddhism, as we know. However, Hinduism, Buddhism, and New Age have a common point of believing in reincarnation. In other words, by the law of cause and effect, a person is decided on what one is going to be born again, and by the karma of past life. However, New Age is also affected by Western thoughts, so they see history as developing and progressing. And this is the effect of Charles Darwin's theory of evolution and sees the future positively. And this process is called evolutionary Godhead. We are all gods, so we are becoming better and better. Therefore, followers of New Age claim that we need to evolve from traditional Christianity to the completion of history that New Age claims. This kind of worldview empowers the individual, claims Louis Hay, meaning that those of low individual consciousness level moving to a higher collective consciousness is evolution, and the end point is reaching Godhead. So the prominent thinkers of New Age are Deepak Chopra here and Shirley MacLaine, among others. So let me stop here, and next time we will talk about the strong and weak points of New Age. Thank you for your attention, and we will see you next time.